this, and this. Is that unrealistic? Come on, I think I have a pretty great personality. Seriously though, this question is different for everyone, but the same answer is always given. And this question about what guys want and what girls want is not broad and doesn't have a blanket answer. What do I mean here? Well, I want you to ask your friend what they look for in a girl or guy, and while you're doing this, I'm going to tell you word for word what they're going to say. I want someone who's smart, funny, loves life, and is just all around a beautiful person on the inside. Looks don't matter. I want personality. And this isn't a bad response, but when I ask you a question like this, I wasn't asking for the politically correct answer. Stop acting like looks don't matter at all, because they do, and this is not being chauvinistic, it's instinctual. Why do you think birds show off pretty colors to attract mates? Or frogs doing the same thing? Animals do this by instinct, and we're the same way. I have more respect for someone who admits to being shallow than I do for someone who pretends they aren't. And I don't care if you like something physically about someone, just say it, and stop acting like a self-righteous pricked my finger. Oh, I just pricked my finger. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Where was I? Oh yeah. I'm gonna tell you what I look for in a girl. The first thing I look for above anything else is intellect. I cannot be with someone who's intentionally uneducated. Now, I don't have a problem with someone who's dumb but objective, because you can share knowledge with someone like that. The kind of person I'm talking about is someone who's opinionated and would not change their minds for anything, even factual reason. Another reason I need someone who's smart is because I get tired of people pretty fast. There are only a few select friends that I have that don't bore me after a few hours, some even less time than that. It's how I am. And I'm tactful and kind. I don't just tell them to leave, but there comes a point where I say, "Oh, well, gosh, it's been great hanging out, but I got things I gotta do. We should do this again sometime." And I need someone that won't happen with. Hopefully, someone smarter than I am. And I'm not boasting some sort of intelligence in saying that. I simply want someone who can teach me. And they don't have to be smarter in the fields that I'm interested in. They could know nothing about computers, but they know about flowers, birds, bionuclear physics, and it would interest me just to learn about the things that she's passionate about. But around my area, these girls don't exist. At least, I haven't met any. And it kind of sucks, because talking to the people I talk to about the subjects that I like talking about... Let me give you an example. This girl friends me on Facebook. She asked if I have Snapchat, and then from there asked what I'm up to. So I told her. I had been contemplating the different theories of alternate dimensions with my brother. She replies, "Sounds boring." Sounds boring. What an incredibly rude thing to say. I can't handle people like that. I need someone who, even if they don't understand or don't even care, at least try. Because one of the only things we can do as humans is try to further our understanding of our universe, and how we all got here, and where we're going. And of course, that's too heavy a topic to bring up on the first date, but if I tell someone that I'm into technology, and they disregard it or they say it's boring, how can they be my type? Do you guys want to know what I did to that girl on Snapchat? It's kind of mean, but I sent her a snap a while later saying, "I like you." And she sent me one back almost instantly with a huge smile on her face, saying, "Really?" And then I sent one back saying, "OMG, sorry. That was for someone else." Call me boring. The second thing I look for is going to be substantially different. I would like a girl who's into gaming. I don't care what platform she games on, I just love the idea of having a girl in my life who enjoys similar hobbies, and gaming happens to be my favorite. Sure, I go on walks and hikes, even bike rides, but if I could sit down and play a game with the girl, that's a plus. I have another issue to address here real quick while I'm on this topic. There's a woman out there, I don't know if you've heard of her, she's not very well known. Her name is Anita Sarkeesian. And she's a radical feminist. She fights against video games mostly and shows how they're sexist, and for the most part, I disagree with her. But once, she talked about how unfriendly the male community can be to female gamers, and I've actually seen this. If you're one of those people who believes that gaming is a male-only hobby and women should have no part in it, screw you, because girls who play video games are very appealing, and anyone and everyone deserves the right to enjoy this hobby. The next thing I want is someone like this. If you've never seen Parks and Recreation, this character is named April, and she's fantastic. Everything about her screams, "I don't care," and I love that. From her hair to the way she talks to people, she just doesn't care. But it's her relationship that I admire. Most girls want a huge wedding with tons of people, but she just wanted to be married to Andy, and Andy to her. So they arranged an impulsive party and told the guests halfway through that they were getting married. Yeah, that's kind of ridiculous, but that kind of go-with-the-flow attitude is very attractive. The last segment of this is physical traits. Call me what you will, but they're important. Not as important as personality, and I'll never deny that, but everyone has this kind of list in their heads. I love red hair, and brown hair. More like a combination of both. Blonde and black are okay, but red and brown are my favorites. I don't really care about eyes, but light blue is beautiful, and so is green. I have brown eyes, so something a little more rare is appealing. I like long hair. Short hair can look really good, but long hair is my preference. And if the girl I like does have black hair, a stripe down the side is really cool, like red or purple. I've kind of wanted to dye my hair recently as well. I've been thinking silver or purple, and if I ever do, I'll probably do a face reveal and show you guys. I love freckles. They're the most adorable thing, and I used to have them, but they took off in middle school. Besides that, a pretty smile is always nice, and a healthy body's great too. I like someone who takes a little pride in how they look. I've never been one for girly girls, I mostly prefer tomboys, but I admire anyone who likes to make themselves look good. These physical traits, and even some of the personality traits I listed above, don't all have to be there. That would be really picky to need all of that, but everyone should have their standards. It's good to shoot for something, because if you settle, you can't expect yourself to be happy. And life is about being happy, so do whatever you have to do to make yourself happy. And one day, I'm going to find someone who will do that for me, and hopefully I for her. What do you guys look for? I've gotten to know a few of you guys a little bit from what I read in the comments, and even some of you over Steam. And it'd be interesting to know. Until then, I'll see you guys next time.